In August 1939, something remarkable happened. Albert Einstein, the genius physicist, teamed up with his colleague Leo Szilard to write a letter to President Franklin D. Roosevelt. They were seriously worried about the possibility of Nazi Germany creating an atomic bomb. This letter, called the Einstein-Szilard letter, explained how nuclear fission could be used as a destructive weapon. In their letter, Einstein and Szilard stressed that recent scientific advancements had made it feasible to build an immensely powerful bomb. They feared that Germany might be actively working on it and highlighted the global security risks if the Nazis got hold of atomic weapons. Their letter pushed President Roosevelt to take action, leading to the birth of the Manhattan Project. This top-secret research program was aimed at exploring atomic energy and creating atomic weapons. The urgency conveyed in the letter, along with the potential consequences of a Nazi atom bomb, motivated the United States to develop its own atomic weapons during World War II. On December 1942, a groundbreaking moment arrived. It was the day when a group of brilliant scientists, led by Enrico Fermi, achieved the first controlled nuclear chain reaction. This achievement took place at the University of Chicago, using an experimental device called Chicago Pile 1. It was a simple nuclear reactor made of graphite blocks and uranium. In 1943, Los Alamos National Laboratory was founded. It was a top-secret laboratory that was set up as a central hub for coordinating the scientific research of the Manhattan Project. The lab had a critical mission: to design and construct the atomic bomb. President Roosevelt handpicked an exceptional physicist named Oppenheimer to head the Los Alamos laboratory. Under Oppenheimer's guidance, an incredible team of scientists, engineers, and specialists came together to tackle technical challenges and drive the project forward.
I agree.
In April 1945, a significant event took place that would change the course of history. Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, sadly passed away while still serving in his fourth term as president. Roosevelt's death was caused by a cerebral hemorrhage. In the wake of Roosevelt's passing, the responsibility of leading the nation fell upon Vice President Harry S. Truman. In a swift transition of power, Truman was sworn in as the 33rd President of the United States on the very same day, just hours after Roosevelt's demise. Prior to assuming the presidency, Truman had been serving as vice president since January 20, 1945, having been elected alongside Roosevelt in the 1944 presidential election. On the historic day of July 16, 1945, at 5:29 a.m., something extraordinary happened. The gadget, the very first nuclear bomb, was successfully detonated as part of the Manhattan Project. This groundbreaking test took place at the Trinity Test Site in New Mexico. Just a day after the momentous testing of the gadget, world leaders gathered for the Potsdam Conference, which took place in Germany from July 17 to August 2. The conference brought together the leaders of the Allied powers to discuss crucial matters such as the post-war administration of Germany, the terms of Japan's surrender, and the establishment of a new global order. The three main participants were Harry S. Truman, Winston Churchill, and Joseph Stalin. One of the notable outcomes of the Potsdam Conference was the issuance of the Potsdam Declaration on July 26, 1945. This declaration demanded Japan's unconditional surrender, warning of severe consequences if Japan did not comply, including prompt and utter destruction. Following the issuance of the declaration, Hirohito, the Emperor of Japan during World War II, faced a critical decision. He consulted with his advisors and military officials to assess the situation. Some members of his government, particularly the hardliners, were reluctant to accept the terms of unconditional surrender outlined in the Potsdam Declaration. They hoped for more favorable conditions or a negotiated settlement. However, Hirohito found himself grappling with a challenging dilemma. During the dark days of World War II, a tragic event unfolded on August 6, 1945. The United States dropped an atomic bomb on the Japanese city of Hiroshima. The United States dropped an atomic bomb, codenamed Little Boy, on the Japanese city of Hiroshima. The impact of this bombing was devastating, causing immense loss of life and widespread destruction. Leading the mission was Colonel Paul W. Tibbets Jr., the pilot of the B-29 Superfortress bomber called Enola Gay. Three days later, on August 9, 1945, the second atomic bomb, codenamed Fat Man, was dropped on the city of Nagasaki in Japan. Major Charles W. Sweeney piloted the B-29 bomber named Boxcar, delivering the devastating blow. On August 15, Emperor Hirohito made an announcement that Japan was surrendering. On September 2, they formally signed the surrender papers, which marked the end of the war.
I deem this reply a full acceptance of the Potsdam Declaration, which specifies the unconditional surrender of Japan.
Truman held the presidency until January 20, 1953. He passed away on December 26, 1972. Emperor Hirohito continued as Japan's emperor after the war but underwent a transformation in his role. Hirohito remained the symbolic head of state until his death on January 7, 1989. As of the Raven team's knowledge, there are 9 countries known to possess nuclear weapons. Russia, 6,375 nuclear warheads. United States, 5,550. China, 350. France, 290. United Kingdom, 195. Pakistan, 165. India, 156. Israel, 90 to 300. North Korea, 30 to 40.